Rich, tell us how either the machine or the people determine what's newsworthy and what goes onto the site. Is it the source? Is it the headline? Is it your perception of what's new? What is it?
You know, it's a combination of so many different things. Obviously, a big story is always going to make it on there. Something that is invaluable to technology or breaking news or something like that. But then you see things on there that are sort of opinion-oriented, or they're, you know, just an interesting gadget. So it really just runs the gamut of anything that is interesting, anything that maybe a human finds interesting or the computer finds that says, hey, no, this is got to be on there because so many people are talking about it in different ways. So, I mean, there's so many ways of sharing information on the web these days, and our back end of Techmeme takes a lot of that into consideration. Throw us on top of there, and it really means that you can go to this site and not miss a thing. So everyone wants to know, how do I get on Techmeme? How do I get on Techmeme? Really, my advice to them is just to do a great job, break news stories, do a great story, have interesting information, have information that's different than what other people have, and that all plays into account. Another way to get on Techmeme is to send us a tip. So you can send a link to your story that you think is interesting, whether you've written it or not, or whether something you found on the web. And along with that link in Twitter, just write tip and then @Techmeme in your tweet, and it'll make sure that it sort of gets absorbed into our computer system for consideration. And so that's a neat way of sort of tipping us off to something that you think is interesting. And it's like having a million human editors out there instead of just me and the rest of the team. It's interesting. The value of the site to me, as a person who was using it, you know, being in the tech industry for a while before editing Techmeme, is really that you can go there and know that you're covered. So you can go to so many websites these days. You can check every blog. You can have a million feeds in your Google Reader or whatever RSS reader you use. You can follow Twitter all day. But at the end of the day, you always feel like you might be missing something. You might not know what the people are talking about on the web. That's, you know, if you're not subscribed to that site or you're not following that person on Twitter. So I think the value of Techmeme is really that you go there and you know that you're not missing anything, because there's so many ways that something can get on there, whether it's the smallest blog that someone writes themselves and it sort of bubbles up on there, or whether it's the biggest breaking news. You go there and you're going to find your information. For me personally, you know, when I get like a cell phone, or if let's say I'm on the iPhone or on the Android platform, I want to know like what's coming out on this, or what did Google introduce today, or what did Bing do differently today. I know it's all going to be on there, whether I don't have to go to a million different sites to find that out. Nowadays, I'm reading everything that goes on there anyway, so I pretty much know even before it's on the site. But I think the value is just a lot of information all in one place. It's very easy to digest, and I think that's the main thing for me.
Great, Rich. Well, congratulations on the new gig.
Thank you. It's exciting, and I also want to tell you that we also do have other sites that not everyone knows about that are also interesting and also use the same sort of algorithmic sauce. Secret sauce that Gabe has invented, but don't necessarily have the human element just yet. But we also have WeSmirch, which is a great celebrity. If you're just interested in sort of celebrity news and you just want to know what's going on, check out WeSmirch.com. Very interesting. You'll always find something to talk about on there. We also have Memorandum, which is political news, and Ballbug.com, which is also all baseball. And they're really interesting to see what happens when the computer just does it by itself, and they're still pretty darn interesting.
Great. You guys have done an amazing job. All the best, Rich.
Thank you, Andy. I appreciate it.